topic for this session is the present. The present actually is what human life on earth is about. Although generally people in science, people in religion talk about time, talk about space, but what really matters in human life on earth is the present, is the moment, is immediateness, is spontaneity, and so on and so forth. But if we are talking about time and space, we are talking about the past and the future. Because time refers to pathology and space refers to meteorology. But if you must be stable, if you must be certain, then you must be talking about not the past and not the future, but the present, but the moment, but the here, the now. That's what you must be talking about. Because if you don't talk about the present, if you are not in the present, then you are not working with the spirit that is within you. You're just working with memory and imagination. Memory is about the past, and imagination is about the future. You are not really dealing with the now and the here. People don't talk about this. People don't go into the moment and the present because human life on earth is lived in illusion, in delusion, in confusion. That's what I mean. So, for you to talk about the present and the moment, or about the here and the now, then you are already in the present, in full control of human life on earth, of your human life on earth. Because that is the way to know. That's the way to feel. That's the way to feel, to hear what is going on in the spirit, what is going on in the heart, not the mind, not the brain, the outer brain, but in the heart. Because it is the heart alone that knows. It's the heart alone that feels. It's the heart alone that perceives and senses as appropriate. So being in the present is to be alive, is to be in control, is to be fully confident, is to be without fear. Because living in time and space is to be afraid, is to be doubtful, is to be in doubt, to be in confusion, to be in a state where you easily begin to cry, where you easily begin to weep, where you are in doubt, where when something happens, when your child is sick in the midnight, you don't know what to do to bring the child back to your life. Where you don't know what spirit is, you don't even know what the physical body is. You're talking about physics, you're talking about science, you're talking about art, talking about religion, talking about worship, talking about exploration. Exploration is confusion. Exploration means uncertainty. If we are certain, we can't talk about exploration. If you are certain, you will talk about reality. You talk about truth, about verism. You won't talk about non-fiction. You won't talk about fiction. But you'll be talking about verism, balance, control, truth, integrity, and purity. That's when you are in the present. Purity will be the issue, and integrity will be the issue. But if you are in time and space, you'll be talking about morality, you'll be talking about greed, things like that. Things that have to do with trial and error, things that have to do with logic. But if you are in the present, you go away from all those things on the right and the left and go into the center, into the middle way, into the narrow way, where you deal with reality, where you deal with truth, where you deal with confidence, where you deal with courage, where you deal with bravery and all that, where you're in control and everything on earth is under you. Everything on earth responds to you. Everything on earth listens to you. Even the weather, even whatever, they listen to you because you are in control. You are breathing in and breathing out. You are responsible for your decision. When you take step one, step two, you are in control. You know what you are doing. You can move up, you can move down because you are dealing with the inner, the inmost, and the upmost. Because to get to the upmost, you must get to the inner and to the inmost. Then you get to the upmost, which is towards 100% of the brain. But if you are on the in the realm of the outer, the outmost, and the downmost, then you are dealing with towards 1% of the brain, and then you are lost. You are completely lost. Then you talk about time, talk about faith, you talk about past and future, and not about the present and the moment, and not about the here and the now, not about the immediate and the continuous. Because the immediate and the spontaneous, the present and the moment are what move you towards the center, towards the core, towards the root of human life on earth, which is towards 100% of the brain and not towards 1% of the brain. So this is how life must be lived. This is what will take Nigeria high or higher. This is what will move Nigeria from the state it is now to a better state, to a higher state, to a state of transcendence, to a state of mastery, to a state of realization, self-realization, self-mastery, and not the state where everybody is lost, where everybody is confused, everybody is afraid, everybody is trapped in this prison we call time, in this prison or incapacitation we call space. This is what I mean. Thank you very much for listening.